Are we on? Are we live? Are we
Okay.
going?
Yes. One sec though. I'm going to make sure that your audio is not too loud. Because last time it was a little loud. Hello. Hello, chat. All right. Make sure Twitch and YouTube are working. Nice. Okay.
We good?
We're live.
Yeah, we're live. I have to hype myself up this week.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like it's been ages. It's only been a week. Long week for
Yeah,
me.
it's weird.
Long week for me. Yeah, I'm actually like crazy close to finishing up a devlog that I'm gonna post. And
Sick.
hopefully I start getting better at YouTube. Cause I want to make some more videos.
Hey, that's half the battle.
Yeah.
Just wanting to do it.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I guess let's get into it. Hello. I'm Mojo. I'm joined with Night Owl, longtime chatter, and fellow game engine development enthusiast. And we're going to be going over some game dev news. The articles, as always, were curated by Night Owl, so thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Anything to say?
Not specifically. We don't have that many stories this week. It's the big thing, but that's fine. Sometimes we just have a slow news week, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I have like not necessarily a story, but just like a little bit of not necessarily like a news article, but I do have a story to tell that is news to probably most of the chat. And so I'll be sharing that at the end.
Cool.
All right. So let's dive into the first article. So Bungie just released Marathon. Is it in early access or is it like fully released?
I'm not sure actually. I've kind of stepped away from interest in the game with the problem that was the art problem, but I'll check it out right now.
Yeah, it was like some sort of pre-purchase.
Yeah, it releases in 2 days.
Okay, got
but
it.
They've been doing the server slam basically.
Yeah.
That's what they pre-released for.
Yeah, I've been watching a little Burnt Peanut here and there. Little Burnt Peanut. It's pretty fun. The game looks pretty cool. I mean, I'm only looking at it from the lens of a game dev though. And I'm like, wow, this lighting engine is like really nice. It's working really well and stuff like that. But maybe I also,
if anything, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah,
like absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, and also like maybe I'm like I've got like a taste that isn't like the normal taste, but like yeah, I love this. I love how like shiny things can be. I kind of like the lighting system that they have. I don't know if everyone's gonna love it. I don't know if I like technically love the character design or like the level design, but like I think it looks really good at the very least.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about no second chances. Anyone who cheats in Marathon will be banned forever. Which is interesting. So we're taking a strong stance against cheating, the studio warns. Kind of interesting news. What do you got for me?
Well, have you like played any like real like PvP games, CS or TF2 or anything like that?
I'm a big League of Legends fan.
Right. Yeah, it counts. That absolutely counts. Do you ever feel like you've had cheaters up against you?
No, I'm too low elo for that. all the cheaters are way higher than me.
So I used to play CS like at a moderate level, like average rank.
Okay.
But I ran into some cheaters, and it's definitely annoying and like curseable. And it was also like a huge TF2 player during the bot days. I don't know if you remember this, but there were like bots on on every server, and they would just
okay.
snipe you immediately.
Dang it.
So I'm strongly against like cheating, and I think like you should be harsh against cheaters.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I would ever think that it should be illegal, but definitely that it should be completely disallowed. And
Yeah.
in the past, I've seen studios like not ban cheaters because cheaters bring in money through microtransactions, for example. Not like stated, of course, but reasonably true. Like in CS, for example. So it's a very strong stance, and not really one that I expected them to take so early. Like the game's not even out,
Yeah.
so we don't even know like if there are. Well, there's gonna be cheaters.
There's gonna be cheaters.
But
Yeah.
we don't even know like the alternative, like how bad the cheating problem would be.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I know that PUBG and Tarkov have had huge issues with cheaters that hasn't been like fixed. Same with CS, of course, but in a different way. So it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting to see how like snappy they are about it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I actually really like this approach. I think it's also like the easiest approach. Because I had considered with my game Droppy Ball. Here, we'll do a little shameless plug. Droppy Ball, my game. I had considered doing a global leaderboard, and then in researching how to do it, which like obviously physically like I know how to do it. You know, you can just set up a server and like push all of the scores or whatever, right? But preventing cheating is incredibly difficult under certain circumstances, right? So the first thing that I would probably have to do is do some sort of authentication. And and it doesn't have to be intense. Like maybe I just start sending like some sort of device identifier, and so I can like ban that device if needed, like or I could invalidate scores from that device if they're cheating. But like you can't really do that because you can fudge that as well, right? Like anyone with Postman, anyone, like you could even just like hop into the console and like fire off you know, like a get query and like send, or like a post query, and just send your highest score possible, right? And so like one way you can prevent that is the way Bungie's doing it, which is you have some sort of detection system in your game. Maybe like you're sending some like extra metadata in the package or in the packets. Like I'm still talking about Droppy Ball. Like if I was like I could say like, oh, how long was their run? If their run was only 5 minutes, but they had 1 billion points, like that's invalid, right? I would detect that, and then I would ban that account.
Right.
And so that would be like the really easy way to do it. I just immediately like I detect it, invalidate the score, ban the account, and then they can't do that again. With just like some amount of authentication. Another option is you play the cat and mouse game. Like you have those detection measures in place, and people figure out ways around the detection measure, and then you have to write a new detection measure and just keep going back and forth, cat and mouse. That's one option. And then the other option is like you can do the kernel level anti-cheat, where when they install the game, at the kernel level, it's preventing cheating software and detecting cheating software. That really only works, I think, if you're like on a server, like if you're playing games on a server. So it would probably be like way overkill for a game like Droppy Ball. But I'm sure, like, I don't know if Marathon, let's see. Does Marathon game have kernel level anti-cheat? Oh gosh. Type. Oh, it will have that. So that's how they're going to
Yay, then I
detect
won't
it.
play it. Woohoo. I
Um,
refuse to play games with kernel level anti-cheats.
so they're probably
So
they're probably using this as the detection system. I think that I disagree a little bit with that. I think that an easier way is just, you have a reporting system in place. People can say, "Hey, I thought this guy was cheating." They can, and then they have some sort of record of the gameplay, and they can just look at it and say, "Oh yeah, this guy was cheating," and then ban them, right? And like delete their account, right? I think that
yeah.
that's a really good way to do it. It's very strong, and so people are like really deterred from doing it. And then and like also it really prevents like people doing it on like their main account, for example, because they would lose all their progress. Um, but yeah, adding the kernel level, I think I disagree. I think that you should be able to detect it in other ways personally, because you're going to be playing on a server anyway, so the server could detect it, um, to some degree. But anyway, those are my thoughts.
Yeah, it is really curious because like cheating obviously is still such a big problem, even though people make these detection systems and mitigations. So it's like I would like to say it just seems so easy to detect cheats because you just store like a demo file on the server that stores all of the inputs during the session, right? For me, that would be like the immediate like best option. And you have the player's report, and then you have someone look at it.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's not that easy because the devs of these games haven't done so.
Well, and like I said, like even if you did do that, then they would just write the cheating software to get around it, right? Like to fudge the inputs better, you know?
I guess. But like, how would that work? Like, okay, so I've made a couple of like smaller multiplayer games, and the way I've been told to do it is to not send, like server-side authority. You only send like the input data. But
Yeah.
to make like an aimbot or something, you would have to basically send the exact point that you were shooting at to the server.
Yeah.
And if it's exactly precise every single time, then that's a clear identifier that yeah, you've either got 20,000 hours or you're cheating. And if they've got 20,000 hours, then they're probably a known player. They're probably a pro player. So then, like, you have structures to like figure that out. Like, and that's what I'm saying is, I think it sounds really silly to have to use kernel level anti-cheat, because it just feels like it should be pretty easily detectable. Like, if you can look at a demo in CS and be like, yeah, that guy's cheating or whatever, then that's what you do. In my mind, like I watched. My little brother was watching some like Overwatch demo, and the guy was obviously cheating because he was just like locking out to people. And
Classic.
well, yeah, like it was just so obvious. Like
Yeah.
what you can't move that accurately. So I don't know if there's gonna be ever a system that is like automated and works. I think there's always gonna have to be a human involved, preferably someone who actually plays the game and understands the things. Um, but it's a tricky question. Yeah, that's what I was gonna get into. This whole false flags thing. I
Yeah.
think it's fair to ban first and ask for forgiveness later, because in the cases that you are wrong, then you can do something about it. In the cases that you are right, you don't have to do anything else.
Yeah.
So it's like the shortest path to making the game a better place for everyone, I think.
Yeah. For sure.
Which sucks for the players that get false flagged. But assuming that Bungie's gonna have like a really robust system for appeals, which if they're gonna have this stance of like really harsh punishment for cheaters, then they're gonna have to have like a good appeal system that like is snappy, and the people there are like pretty understanding and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's gonna be interesting to see how they implement it, but I'm all for this stance. To be honest,
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
I think the strong ban stance is good for games like this. I think it really deters people from doing it. And even the people who use it in a a, you know, quote unquote safer way, like I don't know exactly what the gameplay is for Marathon, but like, for example, in League of Legends, you could have like a bot account, grind up to like master rank, and then sell it. Even like if that got detected immediately, at least like the player that bought the account doesn't lose. Like, it's not their main account, right? It's not gonna have any skins. It's not gonna have anything they've bought. It's just gonna be like a high rank, and so they lose the money that they spent on that, which is good, and stuff like that. But like, rarely do people like boost their main account. Well, and even boosting isn't like cheating. It's cheating the ladder, but it's not cheating the game. And so, yeah, I guess like I think it's good. I think no matter which way you look at it, like having this strong stance on anti-cheating and saying we will delete your account, it's gonna be the perfect deterrent, I think.
I hope so. Like, something needs to change. There's too many of these games that are just like unplayable because there's so many people cheating. Hopefully the game's gonna be fun as well.
Yeah. Well, and again, like I said, I hope that it's a game that like rewards the players enough that they wouldn't want to cheat, right?
Yeah.
Because if you have a bunch of stuff on your account, you're not going to cheat because you don't want to lose that. So hopefully the game, you know, you level up, you get new stuff, you get skins, you buy things. Like, hopefully there's a bunch of stuff you can put on your account that makes it valuable and not worth the cheating. Yeah, if the game is fun, people will get a lot of stuff and not cheat. I think that's a good thing.
We'll have to see. 2 days, it begins.
Yep, 2 days.
I'm actually looking forward to seeing stuff about it. I would like to play it as well, but more so, I'm just interested to see how, like, what they made with the IP, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
We're bringing over the next one. PUBG publisher Krafton creates new Chief AI Officer executive role as it continues its AI first strategy. I hate a lot of this.
This is very buzzwordy.
It's like one sentence, and there's like 4 points that I'm like, ugh. Krafton's head of AI has been promoted to the new role and to further enhance its game AI R&D framework. So, do you want to take this away? I don't really know the context. But yeah, what's going on here?
So I didn't know that Krafton had an AI, like, head of AI stuff. I mostly picked this because I think it's really funny to see a new, like, chief of whatever officer acronym.
Oh, and it's worse. They named it CAIO instead of CAO.
Yeah. Well, of course, you got to have that AI buzzword in there. But why I find this so specifically interesting is that Krafton has been doing some weird stuff lately. I don't know if you've heard about the Subnautica thing, where they kicked off the founders of the Subnautica studio and then didn't pay out their bonuses, basically.
Oh, shoot.
I feel like Krafton is doing some weird, like, capitalism things right here. And I think this push for AI is sort of part of that they're trying to get rid of developers and replace them with, like, automated generation.
Yeah.
So this, for me, is a really bad sign that Krafton is moving away from being a publisher and turning it more into a slop generation house, which is really unfortunate because the games that they publish are at least like played a lot. Like I know a lot of people that still play Subnautica. I know a lot of people that still play PUBG. I had a lot of fun with Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah.
Like actually awesome game. I wish I would have finished it, but I just forgot basically. So it's just a little unfortunate to see them move away from like supporting their teams and focus on replacing them. That's how I see it. It could obviously be that I'm projecting my fears into this story, but it's kind of been the pattern that has been showing up in the game industry previously. Like a focus on AI has led to people losing their jobs, basically. So it's a really funny like chief AI officer role. I think that's really funny. That's mostly why I picked the story. But it's also it's a bit unfortunate to see a publisher step away from being like supporting their studios and try to focus more on like replacing them. That's how I see it. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you know already, I'm pretty sick of AI.
The more we talk about it, the more sick you get of it as well, it seems.
Yeah, I'm looking for I'm looking for a quote I saw on Twitter the other day. Here, I'm just gonna pull this over. We're scrolling through Jonathan Blow's Twitter here. How do I short Claude Code? That's a good one. He had one the other day. I want to find it.
Is he also super sick of AI?
All of these guys, all these old heads in game dev are sick of it. Let's see. I don't think I found it. I think it's gone. I think it might be in his replies or something.
Well,
let's see. I know another person who like I don't know. I feel like they word it really well, and so that's why I want to find the way they said it. Sorry, I get a lot.
No, it's fine.
I get a lot of Twitter from these pretty hardcore software developers.
Well, the thing is, like, doing a news show is React content anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't really matter.
Oh, man.
Are we React creators? That sucks.
Yeah.
I just realized. Oh, well, it's all good fun.
I watch a lot of React creators. I think it's good stuff. Sometimes. It has to be good.
Yeah, notoriously Primogen.
Yeah. Oh, man. Where... He posts.
You remember what it was
Holy
about,
crap.
ish?
Yeah, it was like let's see. Yeah, can you search? Like I don't even use this that much, but like okay, that's just whatever. Oh no, my camera's gone. Here it is. This is it. If it were as revolutionary as they claim, AI programming promoters would spend a lot less time talking about it and a lot more time stealing market share from existing software products. Has anyone generated a better debugger yet?
Dude, if AI could make games, then most games on Steam would already be AI generated, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
They would be like, oh, I forget the word in English. They would just push everyone else out the market instead of trying to sell it out. It's kind of like that thing where like in a gold rush, you'll get richer selling the pickaxes than digging for gold.
Yeah. Yeah.
It sort of feels similar.
This is good. Claude, please write a debugger using JavaScript and Electron. Make no mistakes.
Dude, that's impossible even without like magical powers.
It's so good. I love it. Still waiting for AI to fix JavaScript, lol. Yeah, it's just I don't know. Sorry, I we went down a rabbit hole there, a little bit of a Twitter rabbit hole. That's the kind of stuff that I consume is like it's people who are like actually making really really cool software that's really fast, that's really robust, and they're all saying AI sucks. And so, that's the kind of stuff that I adopt, right? Like that's kind of where my feelings come from. I I was told at work that we had to use AI, and
Really?
they gave us AI. They paid for it and stuff. And and my experience with it was, you know, it was interesting. I think anyone can agree that using AI as a search engine is better than Google these days to some degree. I think like there's still advantages to Google, but like especially if you're looking for a link to a specific place. But if you're just looking for some information, it used to be that we'd go to Stack Overflow, right? We'd go to Google and we'd try to look at all the Stack Overflow links for code. But now, I mean, you could just say, "Hey, what's up?" to AI, and it would write you an essay. Like it gives you so much information these days. It's a lot easier to search for stuff, and so that has really helped me. But having an AI agent like write code for me has never been worth it. I'm gonna keep working on it, keep trying to see if I can make it worth it. Um, yeah, I guess people on the stream probably don't know. I'm like a pretty good Android developer, and so um, at work, like when I'm given a problem and they're like, you should use AI to do this, because that's what they do. The executives at my company say you should use AI to do everything first, and so when I hear that, I do it. I try it, right? Like I'll try anything once, right? Within reason. But
Yeah.
and so and I'll say like I'll write out my whole thing in a prompt, and it'll take like 15 minutes to do it, and then it's not working, right? You have to iterate. With AI, you have to iterate. You have to tell it what it did wrong, and like try to work around it. But every time it's 5 to 15 minutes of prompting, and yesterday I finally was just like, yeah, I'm not using AI today. And I went back and I rewrote all the code that AI had been working on and did it in like 25 minutes. It's just like I have yet to be enchanted by it. And so yeah, I think all of this is kind of silly right now. I think eventually there will be a day when AI can do everything we want it to do. Maybe even within 5 to 10 years. And to me, I say like, yeah, I'll wait till then. Like I don't think I'm gonna be left behind in any way.
No, absolutely not.
Like people are like, oh, you'll be left behind because you don't know how to use AI, and I'm like, I mean, you're just entering text into a text field, like.
Yeah, it's not hard.
Like, yes, there's like some strategy to your prompting. There's like you kind of learn the way that the AI thinks about things a little bit, but like that doesn't take time. That's not like, oh, I have to go back to college to learn AI. It's like, no, if you spend like a week working with an agent, you kind of figure out the tricks. And so, yeah, I think like for me, I'd rather just like wait and see if AI gets better. I don't want to use AI right now. So, I'm kind of sick of it.
Yeah, I understand you completely. And so that's sort of the thing with this story as well. In the paragraph, like under the statement, where they announce if you go all the way down.
Oh, all the way down. Oh, in the statement. So this one.
Yeah, second to last. Yeah. The fact that they're pledging to invest approximately 69 million US dollars.
Sheesh.
To build like the platform that this is gonna run on. Imagine if they put those $69 million into their teams directly instead, hiring more team members, upgrading stuff, whatever they need. That's a lot of money. That's an insane amount of money.
By the way, this doesn't make sense.
Uh,
They're pledging to invest this much to build a GPU cluster. Oh no,
yeah,
that
for the
doesn't.
AI
Oh,
to
okay,
run on.
okay, okay, okay. Never mind. I get it. I get it. Sorry, I thought it
And
was.
GPUs
I
are
thought it was
so
saying they're
fucking
pledging that
expensive as well.
to the AI, but
Yeah,
yeah,
but it probably wouldn't be 69 million US dollars if GPUs weren't so expensive because of AI.
yeah, true, true. Yeah, it's
But yeah,
crazy.
so I feel like the money's just being like thrown away when it could be put into work, basically.
Yeah. Well, and also like this $69, like the people that are doing this are people. It's not robots or AI yet.
Yeah.
So that's at least good. But yeah, I mean, is that depressing? Like if you're an IT guy and you're like, yeah, I'm installing, 1,000 GPUs into a data center today. Like, do you feel like you're like, like every GPU I place is one less person who can do this in the future? Like
I don't
anyway.
know. I guess we should talk to data center people. From what I've heard, this is like totally based on just me reading stories that probably don't go together. I don't have all the information. But from what I've heard, the working conditions at like Google's data centers aren't great. And you're promised everything, and then you go there and you work, and then you get replaced yourself pretty quickly, or there's like not really anything for you to do, uh, or you just like do stuff that you would have done at a different site anyway, um, and it's just like made up most of it. I should really find that article because it could be interesting to talk about specifically the data centers and how they affect people. Um, the people that work there as well as the people who live in the areas where they're built. But it's definitely not looking good for people when it comes to like where and how the data centers are built. Um, so
Yeah.
I would assume that it doesn't feel great if you're an IT guy to just be like building these like AI data centers. Um,
Yeah.
Especially like for us, like you have your own like home lab, I'm guessing, because you have run a bunch of servers and stuff, right?
Yep.
Um,
Yep. I
and
I
I
have
have my
Minecraft
little home
servers.
lab as well. Yeah. So like I tinkered with Docker today, and it was really fun.
Yeah.
You know, like as a hobbyist home lab user, I wouldn't really be interested in putting up like a GPU cluster. I can't afford it anyway. But if it's
Yeah.
sort of like it doesn't add anything to my life to have like a local data center in that way. I'd rather like add more storage or add
Yeah.
faster networking or whatever. Like that actually helps.
Yep.
Maybe add like a single GPU to do, renders or other like computing tasks, but not specifically for AI. My electricity bill would also be insane if I did. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about my electricity bill. It's rough. uh,
Well, anyway, should we move on to the final article? Because I
yep.
was thinking maybe we could watch the trailer on that. It's pretty short, I think.
Oh, sure. Let's
Let me
see. I think I'm
see.
going to have to
Yeah, it's
do
a
it
minute
like
long.
this. All right. We'll read the article header first. Guitar Hero Studio Red Octane returns with spiritual successor stage tour. Oh man, that's amazing. The reformed studio promises a new era for music rhythm gaming.
What a time to be alive.
I know.
Dude, the new logo is so cool.
Amazing.
They're releasing new guitars!
Let's go. Whoa, flashbanged. I mean, please tell me it's for Steam.
Yeah, I think they're releasing on all platforms. We'll have to watch the trailer and see. I bet they tell you in the end.
Let's go. Fall. Oh, let's go.
I guess they don't say where the game's gonna come out, but what we know already
I
is that it's gonna be compatible with old controllers.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah,
Interesting.
so they've been looking at I don't know if you've heard about it, but Clone Hero. It's
Yes.
basically a community-run Guitar Hero project for everyone that doesn't know. My little brother used to play it a lot with like our old um, Guitar Hero controllers.
Oh, it's not on Steam.
No, I guess they have their own website or something. I've never played it really, but
Looks
it
awesome.
and then you have like Fortnite, whatever it's called. You know, they have their own like rhythm game system. I don't understand exactly how that works, but
Yeah, I don't know.
like go off Kings. Um, and from what I've read, Red Octane basically said that now is a good time to do it because we already know that the people want it, basically. And they haven't been around for a long time. I think the Activision closed it down in like 2010, the old studio. So there hasn't been a Guitar Hero game for a long time.
Yeah.
Um, and I am so stoked. I don't even play rhythm games that much, but I used to play so much Guitar Hero, and my whole
Yep.
family played Guitar Hero.
The Guitar Hero is
Do,
great.
do, have you also played it a lot?
I was the king of Guitar Hero 3.
Yeah, same
I could
here.
play all of them on the highest level. It was great.
Well, I wasn't that good, but I would play it a lot.
I'm sure I can't do it now, but you know.
But that's fun too. Like it's novel, right?
Yeah.
We've already played it, but still, it just feels like such a fresh thing
Yep.
somehow.
Uh-huh.
I really loved the controllers. I thought they were super
Oh yeah,
cool,
they're great.
and they were so like tactile. I'm really curious to see how the new controllers are gonna be because the old ones were they had some connection issues when you would like plug in the neck into the body sometimes if you used it a lot. But if the new controllers are like at least as good as the old ones, dude, I might actually splurge and get at least like two to play
Oh
with
yeah.
friends.
Yeah, for sure. Oh man. Yeah, this is going to be awesome. Yeah, it looks like it's on Steam. Dream come true.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Let's see. There was something else. Right. So they did mention in the article that Stage Tour closed alpha testing will begin this summer.
Nice.
So, and I don't
How
know
do I get
which
in?
these like, yeah, but like, who are these experienced group of community fans from the rhythm gaming community? Like, I don't know. I don't know much about like the community. But I'm sure there will be leaks, and I'm sure it will be cool. Um, and yeah, I'm really stoked about it. I'm usually not that stoked about video games. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but this I'm actually like hyped about.
Oh man. Yeah, I'll try to figure out how to get on this closed alpha. Although if if you're saying that it's probably like in their existing community, then yeah, I haven't played these games in a long time. So probably not part of that, but yeah, that would be awesome. This is a really cool announcement.
And I also do love that it's the team that made, or at least some people from the team that made Guitar Hero back in the day, like coming together again and being like, yeah, it's time for us to return.
Yeah.
If it makes me really happy to see teams sort of get, you know, broken up by a publisher and then find each other again. Which is what I'm hoping for with all of these like layoffs in AAA is what I'm hoping to for them to become. It's just like new teams under different or the same team under different names, basically. It usually, from what I've seen, turns out pretty well for the most part. Um, The one thing that I've seen people comment about in like regarding stage tour is that the avatars are pretty goofy looking.
Yeah, they're a little stale, not gonna lie.
But I remember the Guitar Hero characters also looking pretty like, well, they looked cool, but I was also a child when I played those games.
Yeah.
But they also looked pretty goofy. Like the animations were a bit weird. Like everything was mocapped, but like the singing and stuff was like pretty weirdly animated. Um, so I'm not too worried about it. I usually don't even look at like what's going on stage when I'm playing these games. I usually just look at the chart and figure it out. Um, but I can't wait to get my hands on it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I saw an interview on the WooCash podcast. Looks like it was 4 months ago. About Dan Schmidt, and apparently he worked at Harmonix on the original Guitar Hero game.
Right.
But I just looked it up. I don't think he's on Red Octane, so it's somewhat unrelated, but shout out to the WooCash podcast. Love that stuff. Pretty interesting tech that he talks about, though.
I've never heard of that podcast in my life. But
Really?
I'm not a podcast watcher either or listener.
I became one when I, had to start mowing my lawn. All right.
You'll have to link it to me. I'm interested.
Sure. Yeah. I'll go grab it real quick. Yeah, actually, WooCash podcast is where I learned all about everything. He is where I learned about Billy Basso for the first time. So got me started on the game engine track.
I'll have to check it out. You usually have some good recommendations when it comes to like media to consume, actually.
Well, I mean, it's a really dry podcast because I mean, I'm like the most boring person. I just love listening to like these really hardcore software developers talk about what they've done in the past.
Yeah. Is it just very like technical?
Very technical, usually. Yeah. Yeah,
I love that
I
stuff.
just listened, like the one yesterday that I was listening to was this guy who is making like a web framework that's just like leagues faster than every other web framework.
Yeah.
So stuff like that.
Dude, I watch T-sodding like once in a while. Like I'm fine with that stuff. He's pretty funny though, but
yeah,
some of his streams where he's just like writing C code and it just like is locked in.
Yep. So
anyway,
WooCash has been trying to get him on the podcast, but apparently he's not much of a podcast guy, so he said no. Anyway.
Well, you miss all the goals you don't shoot for.
Yeah, exactly.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. Well, we can go into some of my news. I actually I just remembered one of the other pieces of news. Let's just do this. Let me pull up let me pull up a site real quick.
While we're waiting for Mojo to pull up the site. Oh, never mind.
I'm here.
Oh!
Yeah, so Pokemon Generation 10 was just announced. And I haven't been excited about a Pokemon game in a while, and this is no different, but I just thought that it's relevant news.
It is relevant news.
Unnamed region, winds and waves. These are the starters. And yeah, apparently it's coming in 2027, so we got a little ways to go. But
But I think it's good that they're taking their time
yeah,
with it.
yeah. I mean, to me, it's like I look at they showed like a trailer or whatever, and I was just like, yeah, this looks like every other game. Oh, we got someone in the chat. Are you making the Pokemon game? No, I'm not making the Pokemon game.
We wish.
Good
That'd
morning.
be awesome.
What's up, Sir Lunchalot?
He lives.
No, yeah, like that would be awesome to work on a Pokemon game, but also like I don't know. I think it lacks character like it had in the past. But also the last game I played was Sword and Shield, so I'm maybe a little outdated with my comments on that. But
I guess, but is it even that old? Like I played that as my last generation.
that was in
basically.
2019. Yeah, I played it in 2019.
Oh,
yeah.
shoot. No, but I played it more recently. I played
Okay.
it like 2023.
Yeah. Yeah, I got bored with that one. I thought it was too easy.
It was very easy.
Which is saying something because Pokemon is a very easy game. It always has been. That's not why it's great, is because it's difficult. It's great because of other things. And yeah, the new games just don't have that whatever it factor for me. But I don't know. I still really like the Pokemon designs typically. Oh gosh.
Yeah, they're cute. Good starters.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite?
A favorite
out of those
starter?
three?
Out of these three? Oh. Good question. Good question. I don't know. I don't really like the gecko.
That's my favorite.
You like the gecko? I think
I really like the gecko.
I think I would probably choose the bird.
Yeah.
The grass bird. I like that.
Well, see, one of my favorite Pokemon is Mudkip from the Hoenn region.
Yeah, Gen 3 was the
has
best.
A similar vibe.
Gen 3 is my favorite. Gen 3 and Gen 4. Those are my favorite games. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I also feel bad because I'm just such a huge Pokemon fan. It's like one of my favorite games. Emerald is, and I play it over and over, and I haven't played any of the new stuff, and so I feel kind of like a fraud. Maybe it's kind of like Star Wars, you know, like I love the original 6, maybe even the 7th. I like the 7th. But then I don't watch the new stuff. And so I'm a Star Wars fan, but also am I a fraud? So anyway, if the series just keeps going and you don't keep up with it, how can you be a fan? I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird world we live in where everything just keeps going. And doesn't necessarily maintain its quality, but yeah, that's the news here.
Alright, I cut out there for a second.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know what happened. It was Discord messing up, I think.
Speaking of Discord.
There we go.
Speaking of Discord, that's my last little news article. Is I saw this the other day. I don't know how many people in here are familiar with the Handmade Hero series. Here, I can pull that up as well. Handmade Hero. It's a very charming series by Casey Muratori, where he teaches you how to make a game engine, how to make a game from scratch on the Windows API. And it's actually, yeah, so you can see here, it's got 695 videos. He went for many years. He started, as you can see, he started 11 years ago. So this is kind of an old series. But anyway, a lot of good has come from this, even though he never finished the game. A lot of good has come from this, and part of it is the Handmade Network. So there's a group of people that they took the name Handmade, and they say, we're going to make We're going to make good quality software from scratch, because that's kind of Casey's ideology. And the Handmade Network has a Discord and that I'm a part of. And honestly, it's awesome. If you ever are like working on like your own game engine or your own C hardware level thing, like go to the Discord and just say, hey, I need some help, and there will be a guy, his name is Martins, and he will help you. He's helped me a ton. Anyway, these guys are incredible. They're really talented software developers. The language Odin came from this. There's an app called File Pilot. I think, is that what it was called? Let me double check. File Pilot. Yeah. Which is like it's like a Windows File Explorer replacement, because Windows File Explorer has become really terrible. And so this guy just was like, I'll do it myself. Yeah, bunch of good software from this. And anyway, the next target is Discord. And so because of all of here, I can just read this. So Discord, like many other social media platforms, is being pushed by the current regulatory landscape toward overbearing identity verification systems. We do not feel it is reasonable for participation in our programming community to be subject to a black box age estimation algorithm, nor to require a government ID. Several community members have already left Discord in protest of these policies, and many more stand to leave if Discord ever requires them to provide this identity information. Furthermore, while Discord has maintained a relatively high standard of quality over the years, especially compared to its competitors, there is good reason to believe that serious shitification is coming. Discord has often flirted with advertisements as eyeing an IPO and has a new CEO with a background in exploitative mobile gaming. How long can we expect the tech to remain reliable and experience tolerable? We have long held that Discord, this is why I'll have my own TS3 server, was the best choice for the community due to its overall high quality and its enormous network effects. But simply, we prefer to be where the people are. But we have also said that when the time comes, we will simply build our own alternative. With invasive policies being rolled out suddenly and meaningful uncertainty about Discord's future, it would be unwise to put it off any longer. And so they are starting the project. They're going to make a Discord alternative. One thing to note is it's not going to be, because like Discord is like a gaming thing, right? It's for people who wanted to be able to talk to their friends while playing games.
Yeah, I think it started like that, but then it sort of expanded to other communities as well.
Yeah, and so there's like a bunch of stuff in there that is not necessary for a community like this. And so they're not going to build like an exact Discord. But yeah, they like want to have a way that they can host a server, have text chat, DMs, and voice chat. And then like they want to have like a dedicated forum. They want it so that you don't even have to be logged in to view the forum, for example. That's something that's different from Discord, right? Like you have to be logged in to use anything on Discord. And so yeah, they've been adding to this. I'm seeing some new stuff here. What's this? Okay, interesting. Discord alternative features list. Oh, look at that. They've got a features list.
Cool.
And so the last I saw, because I only pop into this thread every once in a while, but the last I saw, they're still looking for someone who's going to head the project, because the organizer of the Handmade Network, he's like, yeah, I'm too busy, I can't do this. And so they're asking for someone to step up and say, hey, I'm going to lead this project still. And then also they've said we want our users or our community members to make prototypes and show what you got, see what we can start from. And so, yeah, if you want, like if you have an idea, you could go make a prototype and submit it, and then maybe like head this project.
You think it's going to be open source?
No, I don't think so. I don't think the handmade community is necessarily big fans of open source, actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I don't think that it would be good to use open source for this. I think it would be a lot better to have like a tight-knit team to work on it. The only thing I'm thinking about is that open source is good because you don't have to pay people, so that you can make it near free.
Yeah,
But
it's
not
gonna
going
be
to be
free,
obviously.
No, it's gonna be free.
It's gonna be free to use, right? But
yeah, and
it's not necessarily free to make it anyway.
No, the project, it's gonna be free. They're doing it for free. It's just gonna be a passion project on the Handmade Network. Kind of crazy.
I'm very curious about it.
Yeah.
I'm very curious about it. Because I have been looking up alternatives, but I haven't really found anything that works. There was one called Stoat. I think it's stoat.chat or something like that. And it looks just like Discord.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those where they look the exact same.
Which is fine. The only things that I really need from Discord is being able to make servers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if I have to host it myself. That's fine.
Yeah.
And then having DMs, voice calls, screen share.
Yep.
That's about it. I've tried TeamSpeak, and it doesn't really fit my use case. So I'm super stoked to see where they go with this. And I love having public forums. I honestly miss public forums so much.
Yeah, and actually, that's what Handmade Network used to be.
Just a forum?
Yeah, it's not really maintained, but like this is what their site used to be. They just had, I mean, it looks like people are still using it. They just have a public forum that you can hop in here and post things that you're building. Look at this, Ginger Bill, the Odin guy. He's still posting in here apparently.
Cool.
Martin's Mosaico. This guy is a genius, and he's the guy I was saying, if you hop in the Discord and you have a problem, he will definitely respond, and he will know your answer. It's insane. So yeah, like it started as like a public forum, and then it became oh, there's a thing happening. They're doing an event. That's cool. But yeah, then it became oh, look at this. We can see the projects. So this is like the original
that's what I was looking at before.
Handmade Hero. File Pilot, like I said, Odin, Raylib. I don't know these other ones. I've heard of this. Basically, like Windows default image viewer struggled with some types of images, and so this guy was like, yeah, I'll just do it myself.
Yeah, well, it's also garbage to use, so
yeah.
even just fixing that is pretty reasonable.
So anyway, kind of awesome what's come of this. And then yeah, the Discord. Yeah, I mean that's a lot of people, and I think they've lost a lot. I think it was over 10K before all the Discord announcements. And so yeah, pretty cool that someone's gonna take a stance and try to make their own alternative. People who are definitely really good at software development, not just another like Electron app. So
this makes me really stoked just on the fact that these like professionals are coming together to do something cool. That makes me really happy.
Yeah.
I am so stoked to be in a community where there are these kinds of professionals. They're like focused on the task at hand and like the needs of the people in their community.
Yeah.
And that's something that I feel like I see less of today than I've seen previously. Like when I first went to university, for example, that I saw a lot more of that, and they started like fading out. But this gives me a lot of hope. Sort of in the same way that the Bevy Foundation. I think I've talked about Bevy, the Rust game engine that's like the most popular.
Okay. Yeah.
They're kind of doing a similar thing. They're really like community forward, and I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm stoked on it. I understand from this that you're stoked on it too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm stoked. I mean, I'm one of those people that's probably not entirely bothered by the news. Like I'm bothered in the sense that I think that it's possible Discord's quality will go down, but
Yeah.
I'm not bothered enough to stop hosting a Discord server. However, I would use this, you know, like I would use
Right.
this as well for other things. I would definitely join the Handmade Networks server if they make it. So, and honestly, it's probably just like an awesome experiment. Like, can we make an alternative that performs better, does all the things we need, you know, and use these ideologies of simplicity and speed? Can we do it? And I know they can, because this is one of the more simple projects. But like, yeah, it's cool.
Awesome.
Sir Lunchlot says, "What happened to dedicated forums for games? Back in the day, a publisher set up their own forum for their games." Yeah, and honestly, like I think if I were to make a game, I would do that. I would make a wiki and a forum.
I think what happened was Discord happened. Because that's what happened with a lot of like, I don't know, more technical things where you like needed information. You have to now go to a Discord server and check and ask there, or use the internal Discord forum. But yeah, back in the day, that wasn't an option. Forums were the option. So, like even the Minecraft forum,
Yeah.
I don't think it's active anymore. I haven't used it in a long time, but I remember going to the Minecraft forum a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah, they have another
I don't think it's archived,
one.
but
They have another one now. Let's see. Or is it still the same thing? No, it's the same thing. Minecraft forum. It's still there. But it was community driven. It wasn't, I don't think that was a Mojang thing, was it?
I don't know. The forum, I don't know. The wiki, I'm fairly sure was community driven.
Yeah.
But usually that's how it goes. It's like maybe you'll have an official forum or wiki, maybe, but most of the time it will be community driven. I think basically every game that I play has just like community driven stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, for
So,
sure. Well, and everyone
Which
uses
is-
like fandom.com or whatever, right? Like, for example,
well, yeah, unfortunately, I really dislike fandom.
or like
But there-
this wiki.gg, like I've been going here a
Yeah.
little bit. I think that people should make their own wiki for their games.
But the cool thing is that they could use wiki.gg as the platform for their official wiki, because it's like just it's like the same system that Wikipedia uses. I think like they're using the same tech, but they're like focusing on games. I read into this a little bit, but I don't remember exactly. But wiki.gg is a really cool like platform for video games.
Yeah, I think I would probably just do like a markdown renderer.
Yeah,
because I think like to me, like as a game developer, I would love to have like made my own wiki, because it like fully documents how my game works, you know? It'd be like the perfect
Right.
way to explain not only to myself but to other people how the ins and outs of the game works. Although maybe that's not like what most wikis are. I think that's how the Minecraft wiki is. It'll tell you like, oh yeah, every 5 game ticks this thing happens. Like it, it tells you everything. Whereas like normal wikis, I don't think operate like that. But like, I think I would like that. I think I would like my game to have extremely in-depth documentation that would be not only for me but for the community.
I have to look at the Factorio wiki.
I bet that's pretty intense.
Well, it's because the Minecraft wiki. No, the Factorio wiki is official.
Nice. That's cool.
Really cool.
That's cool.
But the Minecraft wiki is actually so good.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of it. Not the fandom one, but the
the .wiki.
The other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
this
good.
This is insane. I get lots of information from here.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the Factorio wiki
I've got
is
this
also...
running in the background, by the way.
What are you doing?
It's my iron farm.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny actually. Me and my girlfriend are building an iron farm right now as well.
I'm stacked.
Do you have a compactor on that?
You bet. Look at that. Look at that.
Do you have an item sorter for the roses?
You bet.
It's so funny. I have
bone mealing them. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to clip this and send to my girlfriend.
Yep.
Well, anyway, should we wrap up show? I feel like we're rambling a little bit.
We should wrap up. Thanks for joining, everyone. Thanks as always, Sir Lunch a lot for hopping in, and it looks like you subscribed, so thank you very much. I always appreciate it. You're the GOAT. I hope everything's going well for you, man. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks as always, Night Owl. And,
thank you.